What's up, guys? Canceling Garage back with another video. This is going to be another episode of me wrapping my car in rose gold. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe at the end of the video, and I'll catch you on the next one after this. Peace. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be wrapping the front door of the passenger side. I pretty much took everything apart, ready to go. So let's take a closer look on what I did to prepare and prep the door for the wrapping process. Alright guys, this is the door. As you can see, I stripped the door handle, the trim, the mirror, and the side skirt off so I can make it a clean install. I also laid the bottom with cardboard just in case anything comes up and hits the door while I wrap it. But I'm gonna go ahead and check the surface. If there's any contaminants, I'm gonna definitely clay bar it, and then I'm gonna clean up with isopropyl alcohol. Make sure I get the edges and the corners and everything clean before we wrap. I also have everything pre-cut panel right there that we're gonna put onto this door. This is the tools you're gonna need: heat gun, wrap glove, squeegee with a good felt tip on there. I'm using monkey strips. This with some soapy water helps glide easily and kind of reduce the scratches almost entirely. A really sharp blade. I would recommend breaking off a new blade every single time you cut a new panel. Just makes things easier. Isopropyl alcohol for prepping. Clean microfiber towel, and a clay bar if you need to. Okay, for the most part the surface is pretty clean, but I'm going to clean it one more time before I actually lay the vinyl on. I'm going to grab my vinyl, lay it on there, making sure I have good coverage in the bottom and top. So once you get to this point, and everything is good, you have about like 2 to 3 inches around each edge, we're going to pull the cap off. For chrome, it does have a protective cap on there, so just pull that off. Want to be very careful because if you pull it in a weird way and the chrome vinyl lifts up, it can crinkle. Use my magnet. Hold it in place so it doesn't fall down. Gotta slowly roll this back. Okay, now we need to glass it. Glassing it means when you pull the vinyl apart and it makes like almost a mirror finish, like a smooth surface to work on. It's just another practice to help get rid of these crazy waves or wrinkles. I learned it online from CK Wraps or Justin Pete. So the front here looks pretty okay. So I'm going to put these magnets here just to hold it in place so it doesn't flat back. Want to stretch apart from the corners and then lay it down like that. Just tack it down a little bit. Now we're going to use a squeegee with a monkey strip and some soapy water, and then we're going to slowly work it down. It's really hot today in Florida, so you can see the adhesive already working and acting stupid and stuff. That's what happens, it's heat activated. So I'm going to go and work like an inch at a time going down the line. Now the good thing about this film, you could just press down the bubble and it'll go away like that, just to make things a little easier for the install. But if you're on a time crunch and you want to get this done and you get like big fingers like that, we're gonna have to pull the vinyl back out. Once that's all sealed down, just double check your work. Here's a little easier. All you really have to do is work section by section. So try to get rid of all the fingers. A little bit of stretch. Alright, so that's pretty much all you need. Slowly work it in. Yeah, at this point, you want to kind of like pull back a little, give it some slack, and roll it around this trim channel. Don't pull too hard because it will fall right back out. This adhesive is not aggressive until it's heated. We're gonna leave it like that, and now we're gonna work on the door handle. Okay, now we're gonna work on the door handle, recess area. So I have my wrap glove on. I'm gonna put a little bit of soapy water on the tips. Okay. Put my heat gun to pretty medium hot setting. You want to take your time with this. This is where people mess up. As you can see, it doesn't go anywhere, but when you add a little heat, alright, so one thing I want to mention right here, I pretty much just locked it in place. So this air in here needs to go somewhere, right? It can't get to this little section here that I already sealed off. So now there's another hole here that I have to actually get the air into. So we're going to work here in a C motion or up and down to get the vinyl and the air to get to this corner. So okay, so there you go. That's how you work a recess into a door handle area. This one was relatively easy. Certain cars are going to be very difficult, but this new chrome vinyl works very well. It's not thick at all. Conforms really easily with your moderate heat. But once you finish there, you want to get your sharp blade and you want to cut around. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and trim on the back of this door down the vinyl so I can roll and tuck behind the door, and I'm also gonna trim all this off. Once everything is trimmed off, I'm gonna post heat and we should be good to go. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so the door is done. As you can see, it was a pretty easy install. Just make sure you take your time when it comes down to the edges and the corners. Let's get a zoom in. Door handle's looking really nice, as well as the edges. Just keep it clean all the way through. Even the parts that aren't showing, I wanted to make sure it was pretty clean for the most part. But yeah, doors are probably the easiest part to do if it's specifically our car. Next we're going to tackle the fender, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about the rose gold chrome. I'm liking it a lot. Alright man, peace.